pleasure to introduce Ms. Cheryl Pinto, Executive Member of the Board of Directors and the promoter Glenmark Pharmaceuticals Limited, who will speak to us about the Glenmark Nutrition Awards. But before she does that, it is my pleasure to give a brief introduction to Cheryl. Ms. Pinto is an executive member of the board of directors and one of the promoters of Glenmark Pharmaceuticals Limited. She has over 30 years of pharma industry experience and has been associated with Glenmark since 1999. As Executive Director Corporate Services, she heads Glenmark's Human Resources, Corporate Communications, Corporate Social Responsibility, Information Technology, Administration, and Insurance functions. Prior to association with Glenmark, Ms. Pinto had founded a pharmaceutical company where she was the managing director for 10 years. Glenmark's CSR initiatives under her leadership have been recognized by the Bombay Chambers of Commerce Award 2014 for the contribution in the area of child health, reducing malnutrition and infant mortality, improving medicine access, and providing sustainable livelihood. Ms. Pinto has received the Women Leadership Award at the CMO Asia's 5th Best CSR Practices Award in 2015 and was acknowledged as one of the 100 most impactful CSR leaders. It's truly a privilege to have you with us, Ms. Pinto, and also great to have Glenmark as a partner with Idobro and with RISE over so many years. The stage is yours, Ms. Pinto. Welcome.
Hi. Good day and warm greetings to everyone attending the session today. It's my pleasure to address you at this final session of RISE World Summit on behalf of Glenmark Foundation. The foundation, as you know, has partnered with RISE World Summit since its inception in 2013, which was marked by the release of the white paper on maternal health and nutrition. Our collaboration with Idobro Impact Solution has also come a long way in the past 9 years with multiple programs and projects in line with the foundation mandate. At Glenmark, we believe that healthy children are a foundation of the healthier world. We focus on malnutrition as a core issue, paying special attention to children in the age group of 0 to 6 years, as well as pregnant and lactating women. The foundation has adopted a 360-degree approach to tackling malnutrition through various programs and interventions. And I'm delighted to share that we have touched over 18 lakh lives across the world in the past 10 years. Glenmark's Nutrition Award is an important manifestation of our foundation's belief, and we're now in the second year. We are especially pleased to have the World Food Program as our health knowledge partner. Their expertise and experience will surely help us in further building the capacity of the NGOs working in the food security space. In 2021, we recognized organizations who made exceptional efforts during the unprecedented hunger pandemic, which resulted from COVID-19 outbreak. This year, we attempt to push the boundaries further with what constitutes nutrition. Innovation and diversity is the theme of RISE World Summit this year. Diet diversity as a theme for Glenmark Nutrition Award 2022 wasn't a mere coincidence, but a natural progression of our support. We are well aware that the heterogeneous diet will best ensure nutrition adequacy, and we wholeheartedly wish to ensure that children have access to an assorted variety of food groups for proper and wholesome growth. A round of applause to all our participants for their tireless effort in addressing and tackling the seemingly insurmountable issue of malnutrition. The sensitivity and commitment required to focus outcomes is evident in the submission that we've received. Kudos to all of you. I'm also overjoyed to share that this year's response has exceeded all expectations, and a number of entries have surpassed those that we received last year. We've received 260 entries from a wide range of organizations, voluntary groups, and collectives from across 24 states in India. It is inspiring to learn about the commendable work taken up by each one of you. The jury had a difficult time selecting the top winners and from amongst all you champions. Therefore, all the participants are entitled and eligible to attend the capacity building workshops, which are conducted in partnership with the World Food Program during the course of this year. This is our way of acknowledging your unstinting dedication to this cause. Hearty congratulations to the organizations that made it to the coveted shortlist and were finalists for the award. We look forward to learn from your achievements as you progress in your mission and achieve greater success. Finally, three cheers to all the winners of Glenmark Nutrition Award 2022. You have succeeded in setting a higher bar with your hard work, commitment, and accomplishments. We look forward to seeing you scale greater heights and creating a stronger impact. You are an inspiration and our hope for healthy children and a healthier world. Best wishes to all of you and your families. Stay safe. Thank you.
Thank you, Cheryl. It's always a pleasure to have you with us. And of course, we value the partnership with Glenmark immensely. And thank you for always being with us 9 years down the line. And of course, next year is going to be our big year, 10th year. And we hope to have Glenmark participating with us in equally big way. Thank you. Now we move to the actual selection process of the Glenmark Nutrition Awards. And to tell us more about that, I would like to invite Dr. Ratna Thar on stage. Dr. Ratna Thar is one of those nutritionists you have to love. She's an academic, but she's solidly grounded in the reality of our modern lives and won't make suggestions that are impossible to implement. I completely resonate with that, Dr. Thar. No diets have worked with me, frankly. She's full of passion for her craft and loves spreading awareness about nutrition through her workshops and lectures. We especially like that she's not dogmatic or unrealistic. She'll work with clients to ensure she's devising a program that will actually work for them long term. And Dr. Thar is going to tell us about the selection process that was in place for the Glenmark Nutrition Awards. Dr. Thar.
Thank you, sir. In the beginning, I'd like to thank everybody, all the jurists, all the people at the back end office. They have done a commendable job in collating diverse NGOs, rural NGOs, urban, open people who are involved. And we kind of had an extremely tough time gathering the immense amount of work people have put in. And we did shortlist. I had a selection committee that we all came to a consensus as to what is it we were looking for. And it was difficult because the NGOs were doing so much of work. So we kind of narrowed in the field of dietary diversity and innovation. We would like to stick to this theme because the work is very good otherwise. And no NGO we were able to eliminate so easily. And in this field, what we were looking for is how did they communicate a qualitative as well as a qualitative change in the diet of pregnant, lactating, or children or adolescents. What we were looking for is what was the process they used, whether it was a one-on-one communication, whether it was use of media, whether it was use of teaching the communication aids. What is it that they were trying to achieve in trying to make the diets of the beneficiary far more inclusive of all as many food groups as possible. I know a lot of NGOs are involved with giving a lot of, take-home rations and food. Yes, they are doing commendable work, reaching out to lakhs of people. But I believe in this theory that you can give fish to a person and he will eat, but you teach him how to fish, he is independent of you. He will do his own, he has the pride that I can support my own family, however small the changes. So this is, with this background, is what we were looking for. What is it that they were doing for a behavioral change in the beneficiary? So with that, I think Dr. Satish Agnihotri and the panel I think they too were thinking on this process only. Okay, what is it that, how did they communicate? What is the impact assessment? How did they gauge that there was actually a shift in knowledge, attitudes, and practices? So this is what was the very basis of our selection. I'd like to hand it over to you, sir, again. If there are any more questions from anybody, I'll be free to answer as, I mean, if there are any questions on the process of this selection.
Thank you, Dr. Thar. That was truly an enlightening overview of the selection process. I can imagine how difficult it must have been for the jury. There's so many good NGOs and so many individuals doing such amazing work. I can imagine. And thank you all for the effort you've taken to really find out somehow the most deserving amongst all these candidates. With that, I would like to call upon Professor Satish Agnihotri, Head Center for Technology Alternatives for Rural Areas, Sitara, IIT Bombay. And Professor Satish Agnihotri will tell us more about the categories and the jury. But before that, I would like to give a brief introduction to Professor Agnihotri. Professor Agnihotri was the chairperson of the jury committee for the Glenmark Nutrition Awards. He has been a career bureaucrat and has served the government of India and the state government of Odisha in several capacities. Under his initiative, the government of Odisha had launched a campaign in November 1998 to eliminate severe malnutrition among children. Later, he initiated the adoption of the positive deviance approach for tackling child malnutrition. And I think that's become a case study across the world, Professor. His commitment lies in the area of rapid reduction of child malnutrition, advocacy based on evidence, promote cross-sector collaboration, renewable energy and energy policy, gender, rural development, and technology scale-up, use of mapping techniques in social sector planning and public policy. His research on declining sex ratios in India has been approvingly cited by various scholars, including Professor Amartya Sen. Professor Agnihotri, the stage is yours. Welcome. You're on mute, sir.
So thank you very much for that rather generous introduction. I think audience can put a 50% discount factor there. It was a pleasure chairing this jury group, which consisted of Dr. Veena Yardi, Professor Anita Panat, Dr. Raju Jodhkar, Tanmay Khatak from WFP. And just as a matter of interest, Dr. Veena Yardi was a teacher of Dr. Ratna Raje. And so before I could say we know whom to blame, I wanted to say no, the foundation was very pakka. So I think it's a pleasure to have this kind of a jury group. And interestingly, our job was made easier by the previous selection process, because in the three categories, which is the rural, the urban, and the open, we decided the award all by consensus, not even almost, by consensus. There was a considerable unanimity, and of course, thanks to the approach and the parameters which were so well worked out by the Idobro staff, which was doing work at the back end. And well, I mean, the choice was not terribly easy, but then someone has to be the winner. But I'm happy that there was a consensus. I think the rural and open category would be declared by someone else. Open category primarily had participation from 2 state governments and another sports related institution. In the urban category, we did think about the whole process, but we looked at someone who was looking innovatively and futuristically into a urban issue of emerging obesity among children, the urban diet diversity, and problems which are going to face us in recent future, particularly because of the post-pandemic situation. And all of us know that during this pandemic, the dietary diversity of mothers and children have gone for a toss. Our experience, in fact, with the rural panel, we saw that certain interventions in the rural area did mitigate that to some extent. Urban, it remains a problem. So, I mean, if I have your permission, shall I also indicate who is the winner of the urban category? Because
Yes, Professor Agnihotri, please go ahead.
Yeah, so Mahesh had, in administration, we always say कि शासन का जो आदेश होता है, so मेरे लिए Mahesh's आदेश was that I had to declare the urban category, and there this award went to Foodshala. So congratulations to Foodshala from my side and from the side of the jury, and that is it. So I hand it back to you, Naresh.
Thank you, Professor Agnihotri. Congratulations to Foodshala Foundation for winning the Glenmark Nutrition Awards for the urban category. And I think we have Radhika Gupta from Foodshala. Radhika, may I invite you to say a few words?
Thank you so much. It's really an honor to win this award. Just as a background, we're doing school awareness program for children in urban areas. And our major focus is improving diet diversity and reducing junk food consumption. I'm also very honored to get this award here because, you know, we've been trying to implement this program for a while, but we got the funding somewhere through Idobro. Dr. Ratna was very instrumental in, helping us design the curriculum. And some of the people here I know have been helpful in the journey. So, getting this award here is really means a lot to us. Thank you so much for recognizing our work.
Congratulations once again to Foodshala. Thank you, Radhika.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
We now move to the next award. And for this, it is my pleasure and my honor to introduce a very dynamic lady, Ms. Jyotsna Bhatnagar. Jyotsna Bhatnagar heads the private sector partnerships function at the UN World Food Programme in India. A social practitioner with nearly 3 decades of work experience, Jyotsna has led the corporate social responsibility portfolios for several large multinational companies in India. Her last CSR assignment was with the global energy major, BP, and the lubricants company Castrol in India. Over her 28 years of work experience, Jyotsna has made significant contributions to social responsibility strategies and program portfolios across a range of industries and the services sector. Working with multinational companies such as Monsanto, Cairn Energy, and British Gas in development initiatives with the World Bank's International Finance Corporation and several international and national NGOs have contributed to a rich and vibrant learning experience. Jyotsna has been an active member of expert groups for various Indian CSR roadmap development forums, including those of the Government of India's Ministry of Corporate Affairs. She's also a board member of the NGO Partners in Change, a human resources management postgraduate further enhanced with the World Bank Executive Program on Inclusive and Sustainable Business. Jyotsna has worked in varied environments in India, the US, and the UK. The UN World Food Programme obviously was a partner in the entire process. And it is my pleasure to invite Ms. Bhatnagar to actually say a few words and also to announce the Glenmark Nutrition Awardee for category Rural. Welcome, Ms. Bhatnagar.
Thank you so much, Naresh, for that wonderful introduction. I don't know how much of it is deserved, but very, very gratitude for that. Absolute pleasure to be here with everyone. Thank you so much, Professor Agnihotri, for your pioneering work in the awards, as always, to Cheryl and the team for organizing these awards that go to recognize such a crucial part of the work that society is undertaking but isn't really talked about much. And of course, to Karen for organizing this wonderful event every year. As Naresh mentioned, I work with the World Food Programme, and hunger and malnutrition are at the very core of what we do. Unfortunately, despite the kind of growth that we are seeing in the world today, there continues to be growth in the numbers of the hungry and malnourished, which makes us, be present in a country like even India, where the issue is quite critical. But at the same time, a lot of work is being done both by the government and civil society. And I think it's very, very important to recognize that so that more and more people can join this journey. I'm especially happy to be here because my association with Rise World Summit predates my current role, and I've seen the absolute wealth of conversation that happens at the roundtables. Yes, there's nostalgia when I remember those days when we would physically sit around the round table and actually have those discussions. But I'm so happy to see that the conversations are continuing, never mind a global pandemic. And even happier to see the launch of the Glenmark Nutrition Awards last year. I think it was the first time. And for this new initiative to come in place, and running successfully as well. Many, many thanks to the jury for the hard work in going through such amazing nominations. Now I'm very happy to announce the award in the rural category, and put your hands together for Farm to Foundation, please. Farm to Food Foundation, please. Many congratulations to Farm to Food Foundation for being the winners in the rural category.
Congratulations, Farm to Food. We have Nasreen Hussain with us from Farm to Food. And Nasreen, we would love to hear from you. Congratulations.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for recognizing our efforts and this giving us such an opportunity to share our efforts, actually, to share the work we have done until now. And thank you for the recognition. It gives us, encourages us to do more and serve the nation more. Thank you so much. On behalf of our entire organization, thank you again for this amazing award. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Welcome, Deep Jyoti sir, and congratulations for this award. Commendable work indeed.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy that you found our work commendable and found it worthy of mentioning at such a esteemed platform. And I'm also looking forward to learn from all of you who have done such tremendous amount of work in this field of nutrition. So I really look forward to more learning exchanges from all of you.
Thank you so much, all of you. Thank you so much, Ms. Bhatnagar. And congratulations once again, Nasreen, Deep Jyoti. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much.
We now move to the third Glenmark Nutrition Award. And this presenter actually really, we don't need any introduction. She's been right there in front, in our face, behind us, cracking a whip, going berserk, staying awake nights, just to put this whole thing together. I'm talking about none other than Ms. Karon Shaiba, Chief Impact Officer, Idobro and Rise Infinity Foundation. And Karon, it is our pleasure to invite you to announce the third Glenmark Nutrition Award.
It is absolutely my pleasure to announce the third category, which is the open category, Kudumbashri, an organization that I have been in awe of absolutely ever since I got into the social sector. And really would like to congratulate the whole team, because this is all teamwork for being here. And of course, we have Gigi, who's here, and to accept the award on behalf. And it is amazing. It is simply amazing what you'll have done. And thank you so much for being a part of this award, sir. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Kudumbashri and Gigi. So nice of you to be with us. Would you like to say a few words?
We are very happy, and thanks all. Thank you all.
Congratulations, Gigi. Like Karon said, Kudumbashri has been inspirational for a long time now. And this recognition, I think, just kind of adds another feather in your cap. And wish you all the very best as you continue to do this amazing work and inspire all of us. Thank you so much, Gigi. Thank you to all the jury members. And thank you, Glenmark, for this wonderful recognition of organizations and individuals who are truly doing so much in the area of malnutrition. And that, ladies and gentlemen, brings us to an end to this segment of the evening, the Glenmark Nutrition Awards. So thank you, Dr. Cheryl Pinto, and everybody else who contributed to this wonderful event, the Glenmark Nutrition Awards.